First of all, the VSKFs are just one of the nicest, cleanest, just in your face wheels in existence. I love the VSKFs. I hope to get them one day. I think they're so good. I love the chrome. On black, bro, I don't think you can even pick a better wheel other than the Blitz 03s. The Blitz 03s and the VSKFs, top tier. I like the S13s. They're nice. I don't like the back. I like the 180 hatch better, but this is a crazy, crazy clean build. Let's look at it a little bit more. Whole engine bay is gloss black too. You didn't even notice that. Straight JDM. Straight JDM expired build. Like this is something you would see in Japan for sure. For sure. That thing looks mean, bro. That thing looks mean. Holy. So I don't know if you've seen it, but apparently the K swaps are getting very popular with the 8.6s. I would love to do one like that. Well, first I would put a 2J in it. I'm just a Jay-Z guy. Um, you know what I'm saying? I know I've had multiple Jay-Z's. I know how to work on them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, I'm comfortable with what I know, but um this is the new swap. Even though to me it's still a very expensive swap. I think obviously it's better than what the engine, that it comes in with, but these guys are doing it, man. It's four-cylinder. You know what I'm saying? You can make it rear-wheel drive now with the different transmission with all these oil pan mounts or sorry, oil pan adapters and all that stuff. So, let's see more. Lots of work, lots of grinding, bro. I don't know how long this guy took to do this swap, but this is work. This is nights, long nights, you know what I'm saying, on forums. Again, this is why you do it, you know what I'm saying? All for the finished product. Salute to these guys that really document the stuff like this, man. I'm sure he has a filmer, but man, it is tough to do the work and film at the same time. I mean, I try my best, but man, it is hard because you just want to get the stuff done. And, it's a lot of work to, stop, make sure you get a good view, talk about it. Like, it's a lot, man. So salute to these guys. Okay, sound real good, man. Beautiful.
All right, this is my Turbo GTO. Everybody's been asking how I make so much power for so cheap, so I'm gonna do a build breakdown on each and every part. First off, the turbo. This is a 7875 Gen 3 VS Racing Turbo.
I believe he has that mod where it makes that crazy whistle. I don't remember the mod. T150R, T51R mod. Um, that thing makes it sound insane. I mean, insane.
Next, a high quality wastegate.
We'll probably put it in the video for you guys, but the T51R mod is something that I would have loved to do. I probably will do for the next turbo I do get, but you know what I'm saying.
Don't get a cheap one. I got this one used, but still, please don't get a cheap wastegate. This is a tile 44 millimeter. It doesn't seem too small for me. I mean, I don't boost creep at all, so it seems to work for me. For the hot side, I did a custom kit. Very easy. It's just a stock GTO manifold, runs under the trans into a log style manifold. For the cold side, I just bought a generic kit on Amazon. It's just a
Seems like you can really extract power from these LSs, man. I've heard that as long as you keep the torque down, you should be good. You know what I'm saying? You can keep the power up, but as long as you keep the torque down, and, not crazy low end power, it'll last. So I definitely want to do LS swap at some point. I would want to do mine in a Firebird though, man. I like the Firebird bodies. I think they're just so just they remind me of a JDM card. That's probably why I like it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like just the back reminds me of RX-7, and I just like that look. And they're mean in the front, of course, too.
In a piping kit, I did a 3-inch kit over into a 3-inch on 3 intercooler, and then over here I have a VS Racing blowout valve. For the fuel system, I ran a dash 8 from the fuel tank, runs up into the splitter that splits off into two dash 6s, runs to the rails, from the rails, and it runs up in the fuel pressure regulator. And
See, my only thing about these LSs, it just looks like a lot of stuff is going on, bro. Like, look at it looks like a rat's nest, bro.
runs up in the fuel pressure regulator.
Like, look at all of that stuff. I mean, I'm sure it is a lot simpler than I'm making it to be coming from a Jay Z. You have your intake. So you have your hot side, you have your, obviously your cylinders, and then you have the intake. It's just simple. You know what I'm saying? It's step by step. And so, when I see anything else other than that, it's just like, what the hell?
And then it returns back through the stock line. Bosch 210 injectors. And then for fuel rails on the stock intake, I just went some cheap Jegs fuel rails. They have them on Amazon too. They're all the same thing. I think they're all just branded differently, to be honest. And then that Dash 8 is running off to two Warbro 450s in my stock tank. For ECU, I still have the stock ECU for everything else, but for the engine, I run a Holley Terminator X. It's so much better. Just don't even bother using the stock ECU. They are horrible. For the engine, it's still stock bottom end LS, but it has a Stage 3 BTR NA cam. It still has an NA cam actually. So it has the platinum springs and
I gotta see how much power this guy's really making.
like retainers and stuff like that. So the whole top end is built, but it's still a stock bottom end. Then if you want to include the wheels are Weld S71s with a Nitto NT55R, I think they are. They are horrible. Don't buy the Nittos. I just couldn't find an ET Street R. But the Welds I think I got for $800, and then the Nittos are $400. I guarantee I'm missing some parts, but that should be majority of them. You get the gist of it. Like, it's really not that expensive. Everybody thinks making horsepower. If you have an LS, it's so easy. I don't know why more people don't do it. You just have to put the work in for it. All right, this is my Turbo GTO. Everybody's been asking how I make so much power for so cheap. So
He doesn't say how much power he's making. I would estimate anywhere from 6 to 800, maybe 9, possibly 9. That's a big turbo. You know what I'm saying? But he's right though. I mean, for the price, it's about $5,000 to $6,000 he spent. You buy the car, that's another 3,000, you know what I'm saying, depending on what car you get. Um, and you heard him, he's still using the stock ECU for the body, but he's just using the Terminator X or the Holly for the, engine. So that's pretty much the same thing you could do with any car. So if you are doing a build for if you can get a turbo car, a turbo swap done, tuned, driving on the street for less than 10,000, that is a budget build. I think once you go past 10,000, bro, it's not a budget build anymore. I mean, you could argue maybe 15, but I think if you keep it under $10,000, that's a budget build. You know what I'm saying? Like you're making power and you didn't spend more than 10. First of all, a 2JZ now is like $6,000 to $9,000, depending on what's on it. That's just the engine right there. And these LSs, they're so plentiful, man. So I got to get my hands on the LS at one point. Soon enough for sure. Like there's just no doubt about it. I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be so fun. I would like to put it in like a luxury car, man. You know what I'm saying? Something that, had the engine blow and you get a crazy nice body. And you know what I'm saying? You pull up and you pull up right next to someone. It's just a mean, angry sounding LS. I think that would be just awesome. Crazy sleeper. One day though, one day. Let me know what you guys think. Um, what would you consider a budget build? King Ferg, you already know what it is. Like, subscribe for more content. Hit that bell icon to get more notifications. Peace.